from the Big Heavy World Studios in Burlington, Vermont. This is The Anything Show with John Francois. I hope you know what you're in for.
Oh, yes. Saturday, August 15th, as we record this. John Francois here from the Big Heavy World Studios in Burlington, Vermont. And I believe in some strange parking lot somewhere, calling in on Skype from Linden, Vermont right now, my partner in crime, Main Squeeze Mary. Hello, Mary.
Hello, hello, hello.
So are you at the Park and Ride location again, the Park and Ride parking lot?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. All right, well, Mary is joining me because, of course, what will the show be without her? You love her. She's Main Squeeze.
Obviously.
She's Main Squeeze, Freshly Squeeze, Pumpy Squeeze Mary. You know, you choose you choose the nickname, however dirty it may be. Hey, we're gonna have a fun show tonight, Mary. So later on, we got to talk about how you have a new job. We'll talk about what that new job is. We'll get into some celebrity gossip because we have to do a trade-off. The stuff that Mary cares about, which is herself, and also the stuff that she doesn't. The stuff that she doesn't care about, which is celebrity gossip. It's. I think it's a nice package deal, don't you think?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Well, for celebrity gossip, we'll get into Carole Baskin. Yes, that Carole Baskin from Tiger King. We'll talk about why she doesn't like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. We'll have some Let's Get Viral videos. We will figure out how you can trick your picky eater dog to eat their food. And I think you and I, Mary, can relate on this because we both are dog owners. In our headlines in just a moment, we're going to talk about why a couple was walking naked outdoors on a Monday morning. Sounds sexy and weird to me. And
that sounds weird to me.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, that's because you have no sex drive, Mary. That's why it only sounds weird. We got to get you that sex drive. We got to get you to sex drive school, Mary, so we can re-enhance that drive. Find us on Facebook at The Anything Show and on Instagram at Anything Show Francois. That's Anything Show FRANCOIS. Don't forget, listen, subscribe, rate, review us on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcasts. Honestly, the response so far has been just wonderful. Thank you for every listener who has listened, who has rated, reviewed us. And especially thank you to every listener who thinks Mary is a hoot, because Mary, there's a lot of them.
I know. I think that should be just my new descriptive word. How do you describe yourself? I'm a hoot, according to a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, forget about. I guess shall we call you Hootie Squeezed Mary, Hootin' Mary, or just Main Squeezed Mary with a hoot? Like which should we go with? I know it's a
maybe
big one to think
Mary
about.
the Hoot? I don't know.
Mary the Hoot. It makes you sound like an owl. I love it. Oh my God! And you know what? You're kind of you're petite. You're like what, 4'3"? So you kind of are the size of an owl, right?
I'm literally not that short.
4'10", 4'11"?
And a half.
Okay. Oh yeah, 4'11" or 4'10" and a half. Yes, because that half makes a difference.
4'11" and a half.
Oh, 4'11" and a half. Okay, so just shy of 5 feet. Mary the Hoot. She's gonna hoot her owl self onto your bedroom window at night. So I know. Stay tuned for that. Hey, Mary, let's get into some crazy headlines, shall we?
We shall.
Yes. Alrighty. So, Mary, you used to live in Massachusetts, correct?
Yes, I used to.
Yeah. So, Mary knows, originally coming from Massachusetts or spending some time there, that there are mass holes there. And
yeah, mostly in Boston and on the highway.
Yep.
And in little stores and on the beach and at restaurants and basically everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go. Absolutely. These are some mass holes in, I think, the funniest way possible. This couple in Massachusetts, they were busted on Monday morning when they went out for a naked dog walk. Yes, they took their dogs with them, and they were not wearing any clothes. They wound up running from the cops and then fighting the cops, and they were both arrested on several charges. Now, Mary, I don't know. I have a feeling that this couple went out at like 8 in the morning where everybody could see them. I feel like if they went out at like 11 at night, they probably wouldn't have gotten caught. I mean, what are your thoughts on this story?
I mean, yeah, I just feel like, well, maybe I don't know. That's just not something that I would do, is walk around naked. I don't even walk around naked in my own apartment, and I live alone. Like I don't know. That's just not me. But I just feel like it was unnecessary to take your dog for a walk naked.
I mean, you know
like, what was the point of that?
Well,
what were they hoping to accomplish?
Well, it's summer, so maybe it was like a heat wave that they were experiencing. Maybe they were some drunk or drugged out hippies, because I know hippies, they love to be naked for no reason whatsoever.
Literally.
Right. But Mary, let's get back to the fact that you don't like to be naked around your own apartment, because you do own your own apartment in Newport, Vermont. And I am disturbed because I remember, back in middle school when I would just walk around naked around my house because I was just fascinated by the naked body. You're not fascinated by your own naked body?
No.
No? Oh.
I have the exact opposite reaction.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? We need to you take a magnifying glass for yourself and take a second look. I was gonna say I would do it, but that's weird because.
Yeah, how about we don't? How about I don't either?
Yeah, we're not.
Goodness.
Sorry, I feel like our respective boyfriend and girlfriend would not like that. So let's.
I feel like we just as people wouldn't like that.
All right. Okay. Hey, you know what? Speaking of nudity, I mean, at the very least, Mary, I mean, you are naked while you're putting on deodorant, right?
No.
No? You're fully clothed while you're putting on deodorant? You're telling me that you put clothes on and then you put deodorant on. That makes no sense.
Yeah, because I mean, usually I get dressed in my bedroom because my bathroom's so small.
Okay. Well, here's my thing. I take a morning shower. I come into my room naked, put on lotion, put on deodorant, just all butt naked. So, wow, you are really ashamed of your body.
No, it's just not something I grew up doing. It's not something that I am just used to doing. I don't know.
All right.
I prefer to be clothed. The only time I'm really naked is in the bathroom. I mean, in the shower.
You sound like a nun right now, like a Jehovah's Witness or something. We need to.
I don't know. I feel like nuns probably wear like a dress or something while they're in the shower.
You know what? I mean, if they had sex, they would wear a nun dress for sex. They would wear it.
Yes.
They would wear it for the shower. They would wear it in the swimming pool. I mean, nuns, we want to love you, but come on now, loosen up, take your nun clothes off, and just go crazy. Come on now.
Take your nun clothes off.
But you know what? To go back to deodorant, because I had a point here, Mary, believe it or not. So if you have deodorant, you better stock up on it, because apparently deodorant sales. Actually, no, never mind. You don't have to stock up on deodorant because deodorant sales are down. So people are not buying enough deodorant right now. Do you know why people are not buying deodorant?
Because they're not going out.
Yeah. Body odor is not a big deal if you're never around other people, apparently. Deodorant sales are down during the pandemic, according to Unilever, which makes brands like Dove and Axe. I mean, I don't know, Mary. I mean, yeah, like, there may not be too many places to go, but I'm still putting on deodorant. I mean, I still go to work. But even if I didn't go to work, I would still put on deodorant because my armpits smell like soup whenever I don't have deodorant on. I mean, what do your armpits smell like if you don't have deodorant on?
They just smell like sweat. I don't know, like, even if I am home and, like, just sitting home all day by myself, I still put deodorant on because I don't want to smell that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your own body odor, so you're, like, kind of used to it, but it's not the most pleasant body odor. Now,
pardon me for being sexist, but because you're a woman, Mary, isn't it like sweat mixed with, like, blood and menopausal stuff, or am I just going crazy?
You don't. We don't bleed from our armpits.
I don't know. I don't know.
God.
I don't know, Mary. I don't know. I'm asking. And again, I said, pardon me. I don't mean to sound sexist. I don't know.
Have you ever seen blood come out of a woman's armpit?
No. I just figured that, certain fluids come out of a woman's body. So maybe the smell comes out of their armpits. I don't know. Look, I'm just wondering these things. Don't shoot the sheriff.
Yes, John, because when a woman has diarrhea, her armpits also smell like diarrhea.
Look, you women are strange creatures, so I just want to figure you out. I want to figure you out.
Why do you want to figure us out? Because I don't even want to figure us out.
Look. I got a girlfriend. I got a mother. I got a sister. I have women in my life. So if I don't figure women out, then I'll just be one of many insensitive, sexist men in this world. What do you want? Oh, yeah. All right, Mary.
All right, well, you can start by not asking dumb questions like that. That's a start.
There's no such thing as a stupid question, Mary. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Your teachers lied, John. Every time your teacher said there's no such thing as a dumb question, they lied.
Well, yeah, says the person who does not have a teaching degree. Of course, I will believe you.
They lie. Okay, I promise you, if you went to any school and you asked a teacher, do women bleed out of their armpits, they would look at you like you had 5 heads.
Fine. I'll take that. You know what? Teachers may also say that we should never go back to the McDonald's ball pits during the coronavirus pandemic.
No, those were the best part of childhood.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you what your opinion on that was. Yeah, I remember going to the McDonald's ball pits, too. So, the pandemic, according to a recent study, the coronavirus pandemic may mean the end of McDonald's ball pits. The CEO says, quote, I don't know if we've got ball pits in our future. There's probably some good public health reasons not for us to be doing a lot of ball pits, end quote. And, you know, Mary, I was thinking about this. Like, really, when you think about it, those ball pits are very, very germy. I mean, you have a bunch of kids in there. I mean, they're germy, they're sweaty, they're drooly, they're excited. I mean, kids, they're basically the epitome of germs. So when you rub that all on the balls, when you rub that all on the balls everywhere, like, I mean, this ball pit idea should have been gone before the pandemic, but I don't know. So you said so you had
But it is so much fun.
Now, have you ever drowned in a ball pit, Mary?
That's impossible because it's not filled with water.
Well, you know what, Mary? I ask because you're a very petite person, so I don't know. Maybe you got lost like way down below on the floor. I'm just asking these questions.
John, they're not 10 feet deep.
Last I checked,
for kids, they're like pretty kind of shallow. It just looks big because you're a kid.
All right. Well, they seemed pretty deep to me when I went in there, so I don't know. I just figured.
Yes, because you were like 2 feet tall.
All right, fine.
So well, I mean.
Well, I figure since you being like what, since you're 4 foot 11 and a half right now, you were like what, 1 foot, 2 foot, 1 foot and a half. Maybe?
Actually, I used to be tall I used to be tall for my age when I was a kid. Oh. Believe it or not.
Okay.
That stopped being true once I hit like 5th grade.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Well, that's where you and I agree. Our growth spurt stopped right around elementary school, middle school. So I get it. Hey, Mary, you and I have dogs. I have my dog Buddy. One of your dogs, Jasmine, lives with you in your apartment in Newport. How has the relationship with you and Jasmine been during coronavirus? Because they say that there's been a strong bond between pets and their owners during quarantine.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes she gets on my nerves, but most of the time we're good. She keeps me company, and she loves to cuddle, and she's got her own personality, and we have conversations and everything.
Yeah. You know, a survey found that the top benefits of having a pet in lockdown are you're not as lonely, you're not as anxious, you get more exercise. Are you and Jasmine going out on your fabulous jogs?
We're not. No, I don't jog.
Oh, okay. Well,
But yeah, we still like go on walks and stuff, and we'll play in the yard and play in the house. And I've been working on training with her, so she's less obnoxious when she meets new people and new dogs.
Yeah. And you know what? Not only are you exercising with Jasmine and interacting well with her with other people, but 41% in a recent survey say that the great thing about having a pet during coronavirus lockdown is that it gives you someone to talk to. Now, they don't talk back. They don't talk back, but, you know, go ahead, Mary.
No, Jasmine does.
Oh, she does? What does she say to you?
It depends on what we're talking about.
Oh, so say if you're talking about deodorant and blood coming out of your armpits, like what would Jasmine's response be to that?
Well,
I know, a tough one.
I guess I should use her voice to make it really realistic.
Oh, go ahead. I want to hear it.
So, or what was your question again?
Okay.
So say something to me like I'm Jasmine.
Okay. So Jasmine, what do you think about girls bleeding from their armpits?
That is absolutely absurd. What are you even talking about? Knees don't even bleed anywhere. I mean, I just, how is that possible? There's no such thing. If girls if they bleed out of your armpits, then there would be red stains all over your shirt all the time. That doesn't even make any sense, John. Come on.
Wow. So your Jasmine is an uppity, condescending teacher, mad scientist personality? That's awesome. Oh my God, I love that. I wish I had a voice for Buddy. Well, no, you actually had a voice for my dog Buddy, didn't you? Weren't you just? No, yeah. Your voice for my dog Buddy was basically, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, that's pretty much him.
Yeah. You make my dog Buddy sound so shallow compared to your dog Jasmine. What is wrong with you, Mary? Oh yeah.
I try to make Jasmine sound kind of intelligent. It doesn't always work because she kind of has the voice like this.
Wow. Oh, God. So your Jasmine's just like, yeah, let's make an experiment today. And Buddy's just like, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, waffles and pizza and nachos. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. It's crazy. Well, hey, the pandemic is very great in terms of bonding with your pets, but unfortunately, it might mean the end of snow days forever for kids in school right now. As you know, Mary.
That would suck.
Right, I know. So, as you know, Mary, kiddies today in school, they are doing remote learning they've been doing it for the past few months. Right now they're on summer break, but when they get back to school, I assume remote learning will resume. I was looking at this expert on the Today Show, Mary, and it says that if remote learning is truly possible for the long term, when schools are back in session and there's a situation where they have to cancel classes for a snow day, instead of just leaving kids at home and having them do whatever they want, they can actually force kids to do remote learning at home. So,
that's funny.
I know. But you know what? Here's what fascinates me, Mary. It's 2020. Computers have been around for ages, and we're just figuring out this now. Like, how did it take a global pandemic to figure out that, snow days, just make kids do assignments on computers at home? Like, that's insane to me.
Because Americans are stupid, John.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, me and Mary clearly are not patriotic, as you can tell. So we love our country, but we think y'all are a bunch of dumb.
I hate you all equally.
Yes! Hey, Mary, speaking of COVID-19, dating. Not only are people trying to cure loneliness by being with their pets, but they're also trying to cure loneliness by the dating apps. At least half of single people say they definitely would not date someone with different politics than theirs right now. Politics, of course, are heavy with the racism stuff and the election coming up this November, unbelievably. So this has led to a whole new type of insanity. Out of all the new dating terms that we've had today, Mary, the latest one is called woke fishing. Do you know what woke fishing is?
You told me what it was off air, so I guess now I know. But
Mary,
the sake of radio, no, I don't, John. What is it?
Oh, I love your sarcasm. It's so genuine. So woke fishing, that's when someone pretends to care about social and progressive issues to get dates on dating apps. Now, Mary, how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I don't do that. I tell them how it is, and if they don't like it, then they can get lost.
Yeah. Mary, can you tell the story about like how you were like on this dating app with this? I think you were like talking on this dating app with this guy from Burlington and Burlington, Vermont. Burlington, Vermont versus where Mary is from, Westbrook, Vermont, and maybe Newport, Vermont as well. Burlington is a lot more PC than where Mary is from. So I believe Mary made a Jew joke, and the guy was just like, "Nope, not gonna deal with you." Am I right on that?
Oh yeah, I remember, because I don't remember like exactly what we were talking about or why I made that joke, but I did make a joke. I'm like, oh, I'm not a Jew, because like I don't know, we were talking about spending money or something, or I said I am a Jew. I don't know, it was something like that. It was a long time ago.
God.
But yeah, that was really funny because we were like having a decent conversation, and then I just made that joke and he blocked me.
Yeah.
But I kind of said it on purpose because I saw where he was from, and I was like just how he was, and I'm like, let's see if I can trigger him.
Oh God. And he didn't get that joke. He thought that you were actually saying that all Jews are cheap.
Well, I mean.
Oh, Mary, okay. We're on the radio. We're on the radio.
Like, he just got super offended.
Oh, God, Mary, come on now. All right, for all our Jewish listeners, no, we don't think you're cheap as a whole. It's a It's a terrible, offensive stereotype, and I just want to make that clear because, Mary, I don't want hate mail. Okay, God.
If anyone has hate mail, direct it towards me.
Thank you. We can't.
I can take it. Well, I can handle it.
Yes, please. Find Mary on social media because obviously for legal reasons, we cannot give her mailing address on the air. So you figure it out with Mary from there.
You can figure. You're a smart American, so you say you can figure it out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So woke fishing. Again, when someone pretends to care about social or progressive issues to get dates on dating apps. I mean, I can see people pretending. Especially guys, if they want to get some punani, as they call it.
Punani.
Shh. I'm trying to stay within radio appropriateness, but I may be too late. But yeah, I can imagine some, say, moderate or maybe some conservative guy who really finds a hot liberal girl and is just like, yeah, I'm totally with you. Let's find a cure for COVID-19. Let's find a cure for racism. All right, so, baby, Netflix and chill tonight. Let's do this. Yes, indeed. Hey, you know what? Speaking of sexual doings, this guy in Victoria, Australia, Mary, he was fined for breaking the coronavirus curfew lockdown orders in the area on Sunday night. He left his place because his roommate was having loud sex, and because he did not want to hear his roommate having loud sex, the guy was hit with a $1,200 fine.
Really?
I know, right? Now put yourself in this guy's position. If you were put
on some headphones or turn up the TV or something. Come on. Be a man about it.
Hey. You know what? The people having sex should have turned up the TV. That's usually the policy. Turn up the TV when you're having sex so the roommate doesn't have to hear. That's their responsibility. Come on.
Or just, be respectful and don't make noise.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't blame the roommate because if you're look, maybe his music didn't work. Maybe his headphones didn't work. Maybe
the TV didn't work either.
Well, maybe he's an Amish person who doesn't use technology at all. You never know.
Do Amish people have sex even? I don't think so.
They do. They just don't. They don't look like they do. But if they produce if they're able to produce children, I would assume that they do. Please, if I was Amish, I'd be having sex all day because that's the most excitement I'd ever have. I mean,
that's the only thing you could do aside from plowing fields.
Plowing fields. Sex.
All right, John.
Hey! You made the connection. Unintentionally. You made the connection. Loud. Look. I've been near my college roommate when he's had loud sexual moments, so I get it. Sometimes you have to run out of the room when you hear sex. Hey, Mary. Going on the topic of sex because we clearly want to get off the air here. This guy in the UK, I recently read this story about this guy from the UK that recently wrote into a sex advice column because his girlfriend only wants to have sex with him if her other attractive female friends are also involved. Now, here's the advice he got. He was told that he should have a heart-to-heart with his girlfriend to see if she's having issues with their sex life. And if that doesn't work, end the orgies and blame it on coronavirus. Now, Mary, you have a theory about this girl. What do you think this girlfriend is?
Okay, it's not a theory. It is literal facts.
Okay,
and I feel bad that he can't see it.
Oh my God! All right, well, it's not literal facts because you literally don't know it. But go ahead.
It is literal facts because I actually do know it because it's just.
You suspect it is.
It's so obvious. 1, she is a lesbian. 2, she doesn't love him anymore, and he's terrible at sex.
Oh my God!
And that's why she's just staying with him because she doesn't want to admit that she's actually a lesbian, and she just wants to have sex with her friend.
Yeah.
But it's only acceptable if he's part of it too. It's not acceptable if she just goes over to her friend's house and just has sex with her, but not him, because then that's cheating. But if she makes it a threesome, then it's okay.
Well, Mary, the lesbian part of it is an option, at least to me. I think that it could be because the guy is not as adventurous or as open-minded with the sex life with his girl. So she's willing to, she wants to experiment. Maybe she's bisexual. She could be bisexual, Mary. Have you ever explored that? She could just, want to have sex with girls every now and then and have sex with her guy every now and then. I mean, it doesn't have to be just hardcore. She's a lesbian.
Okay, but if she actually wanted to just be with him and, like, she wasn't, I don't know, then she would not have a problem with just having sex with just him.
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on. Like, she doesn't love him or he's just awful at sex. I don't know. And she doesn't want to tell him, like, dude, look, you suck.
Oh, Mary, I love how blunt you are. Well, we'll see what happens. Only time will tell. What I will say is that these people having their tense sex life, I don't see anything indicating that they're cat people, which leads me to our last headline before we get to Let's Get Viral right here on The Anything Show, Mary. Amongst all the new dating apps that are out there, there's this new app called Tabby, and it specifically caters to single people with cats. So here's what you do. You create a profile, you describe yourself just like normal dating apps, but you're also encouraged to upload photos and videos of your cats, describe their personality, and set up cat-friendly dates with people. Now, what do you think about this, Mary? Do you think it's not strange at all to have a dating app specifically for cat people?
Well, I mean, I think it is a little strange, but most cat people are a little strange, so I think it fits,
Yeah, when we think of cat people, we think of people that just don't, like, they don't wax themselves, they're sweaty, they smell like onions and burp.
They haven't cut their hair in 10 years.
Yeah, they're Carol Baskin.
They wear clothes that were from the 1800s.
Exactly, 1800s, or they're just Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin seems to be the epitome of the crazy cat lady.
Epitome, John, not epitome.
Oh, fine. You know what I mean. But you know what? Hey, look. I mean, me and you, Mary, we're easily biased because we're dog people. We own dogs, so it's easy for us to stereotype cat people as like, oh my God, there's these aliens from another planet. There is actually an app for people that just own dogs, and I think it's called Dig. Yeah, it's called Dig, D-I-G. But I think me and Mary agree that dogs are more awesome than cats. Is that what we're settling with? Are they better?
Dogs are definitely better than cats.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I never owned a cat because I was never allowed to because my mom doesn't like them.
Yeah.
So we only got dogs, and I mean horses and guinea pigs and rabbits and chickens and all that. But we had every other animal, just not a cat.
Oh my God. Hey, I should be careful because my girlfriend, along with like 3 or 4 dogs in her house, she owns like 3 or 4 cats. So maybe I should, maybe I'm calling her strange by saying cat people are strange. She's not strange, so I don't know.
It's okay to be strange.
That's
no
true.
One's normal. Come on, John.
That's true. When you think about it, normal people are boring. Okay, fine. I take that back. Cat people, you're awesome. I mean, yes, you can be so strange that the only way that you can find love is amongst your own breed on a dating app. But you know what? That strange can find its own sexy at some point in time. So there you go. All right, Mary. I think we've learned quite a bunch of things. That was our headlines segment right here on the Anything Show. Oh yes. Now let's turn that up. And if you have a headline that you want to share with us, Facebook us. We're on Facebook at The Anything Show and on Instagram at Anything Show Francois. That's Anything Show Francois. Hey, if you're just joining us, it's The Anything Show. I'm John Francois at the Big Heavy World Studios in Burlington, Vermont. My partner in crime, Main Squeeze Mary, is sitting, I think, alone at the Park and Ride parking lot in Lyndonville, Vermont. Mary, anybody looking at you? Anybody giving you funny looks in their cars out there?
I have an audience.
Oh, you do? Oh my God! And
no, I'm kidding.
Oh God, I was gonna say, I was like, oh my God, can you take a picture and can you start a fist fight with them? Like I was gonna, do
Speaking of fist fights, I actually had a dream last night that I was, gonna fight someone, a certain someone that I think you probably know.
Oh.
Not gonna say off air because not gonna say on air because I don't want to die.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, Mary, now you've disappointed the listener because when you say that you have something that you cannot say, we all want to hear it. But All right.
All right, I'll do a first name. And a lot of people have this first name, so it shouldn't give out too much information. His name begins with a C.
Ooh.
And is Caleb.
Caleb. All right, Caleb.
I would very, very much love to
kick his ass right now.
Punch him in more than just his face.
Punch him in the family jewels. That's what you're aiming for.
Literally just everywhere, not just there, just everywhere.
Oh, Mary. As you can see, Mary is the epitome or epitome of a rainbow of positivity right now. She just wants to...
Absolutely.
I know. Hey, Mary, since we are in the middle of a virus pandemic, let's tie that in by getting viral with the viral videos of the week. Let's do it. All righty. Time for Let's Get Viral. First up, our viral video of the week here. Hey, me and Mary, as we mentioned, we're dog owners. Hey, this guy has a trick, Mary, that I think you'll find brilliant as a fellow dog owner. This guy has a trick to get his dog to eat from his food bowl. And,
what is it?
Well, I think you will get it by me just playing it. I was trying to figure out if it would be better if I explain it first, but maybe if I just play it, you'll get it. So this is the guy's trick to get his picky eater dog to eat from his food bowl.
So Nitro thinks his food isn't ever good enough. It needs to be dressed up. So I learned this little trick on the internet. Oh, lucky dog. Lucky dog. Oh, man.
So what just happened there, Mary? The guy, he takes his dog's food bowl to the refrigerator. He shuffles the food around so it sounds like he's like really dressing up the food. He's really trying to make it better. Like he's putting all these spices and herbs on it. And then he brings it back to the dog and the dog actually falls for it. He actually thinks that,
That's funny.
Yep. So in case...
he thinks, it's coming from the fridge. It must be something really good.
Yep, stirring something up from the chef's kitchen. I mean, I think I'll try it on Buddy because Buddy can be a picky eater. Your dogs, Pokey and Jasmine, are they picky eaters at all?
Pokey will literally eat anything that is edible and non-edible, so no, she is not picky. Jasmine, however, she can be picky about a few things. Oh. Just, treats or whatever, things she doesn't like, but she'll eat most everything. Very cautiously and suspiciously, but
well, hey, maybe you'll try that trick with them sometime, and maybe it'll do something. All right. Well,
I know sometimes it's helpful if you put the food in the microwave and you are like pretending to you just like push the buttons and pretend to microwave it for a couple seconds, and then or like put it in the oven for a couple seconds and then take it out and then give it to them and they'll eat it because they think you just cooked them something delicious.
Oh God, yep. You could take like maybe 10-day-old food that your dog is just like, oh God, Dad, Mom, this thing again, and then as you said, Mary, you put it in the microwave, you put it in the oven, you get a little bit playful with it, like okay, here we go, come on now, someone's gonna get a good food tonight, and there you go, your dog falls for it because dogs are stupid.
And also pretend to eat it too. Oh. It's really good if you hold the food up to your mouth and you're like, this is so good.
Now I feel like dogs are smart. I mean, do you think they'll like actually fall for that? Do you think pretending to eat is gonna really make them think that you're actually eating it?
Yes.
All right. Well, leave it to the...
I have personal experience.
Yeah, I was going to say,
okay.
Mary. Yeah, Mary, you used to work at a vet clinic, so you kind of know what you're talking about. Hey, someone who also knows what he's talking about, SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, my God. Such an awesome show on Nickelodeon that I loved as a child, and Mary loved as a child. I know. Mary loved as a child as well. And since we are staying indoors a lot during the quarantine process, here's a classic clip from SpongeBob to remind us that, it's not so bad to stay indoors.
Let's sing our own song about the joy of staying indoors. I know of a place where you never get harmed. A magical place with magical charms. Indoors, indoors, indoors. Take it away, Penny.
that Benny has the most beautiful voice.
Indeed he does, Mary. Indeed he does. Oh my God, Mary, are you crying? I hear you sniffling right now. Did you actually get touched?
No, I'm not crying.
Oh, I thought you were actually no, I heard a... So I really thought that SpongeBob song got to you. I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's called Corona.
Oh, God, Mary, you have coronavirus right now? You want to...
No, I just have allergies.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, you want coronavirus or you have coronavirus? I could have given you a hug, even though that would have given me...
Why would you give me a hug? Then you would get it.
Well, because I care about you that much, Mary. Aww.
Yes.
Hey, speaking of SpongeBob, Patrick Star, he's getting his own spinoff. SpongeBob has been on for 20 years, and Patrick Star from SpongeBob is finally getting his own show at Nickelodeon. We don't know more about it except that it will star the guy who's been voicing Patrick on SpongeBob for many years, and it'll be called The Patrick Star Show. So that's
awesome.
Now, what do you think? I mean, do you think Patrick would be good enough for his own show? Would you watch Patrick in his own show?
I 100% would.
Yeah, I mean Patrick is very dumb. That may be a lot of that may be a lot of dumb for a half hour, but we'll see what happens. Hey, Mary, you don't have Instagram because you are the oldest 23-year-old I've ever met in my life. But hey, such is the case. But if you do have Instagram, for those of you listening right now, a guy did a video showing how posting photos on Instagram has changed during COVID-19. So, Mary, the way Instagram works, you post a photo, you put a caption, which is another way of just saying, you type words to describe that photo.
I know what a caption is.
Okay. You don't have Instagram, so I just want to make sure you know what we're doing here, okay? I'm sorry. I'm trying to give some context. All right, so this guy, he made a video where he's posting photos on Instagram, and while he's typing a caption, he's saying the caption out loud, and he's putting parentheses asides in his captions that really highlight how the world has changed during COVID-19. So if you listen, you'll get what I'm talking about.
Just got back from a casual brunch in the park with my day ones. Parentheses, we were all 6 feet apart and had hand sanitizer. Walks with this silly one that I call my better half. Wink emoji. Parentheses, we only had the masks off for the photograph and then we put them back on. God, I miss sweaty dive bars in the East Village. Parentheses, this photo was taken in the year 2013. Weekend at the beach house upstate with the gang. ... I could get used to this. Parentheses, we all agreed to get tested.
Yeah, so basically, basically because we don't want to get annihilated in the comments by people on social media. I think a lot of people are in that place where, if they're posting a picture of them having a good time, being outside, they always have to stress, we were wearing a mask, don't worry, we have hand sanitizer, we're good, we're not breaking any rules. I don't know. Personally, I feel like people should live their life the way they want to live their life. And if people want to, yes, it may be irresponsible for the sake of science. But what do you think, Mary? I mean, would you do the same thing? Like if you had to post about your life and posting pictures of you going out to the park, would you feel like you had to stress hey, don't worry, I was wearing a mask, I was staying 6 feet away from people?
John, I think you can answer that question, and the answer is no, because I don't care what other people think about
Exactly. Me. Everybody should follow the philosophy of Mary. Just assume that Mary is being as responsible as she can, and if she's not, then she'll get COVID, and she'll learn later.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Hey, Mary, another thing you don't have Instagram. You also don't have TikTok. I don't have TikTok as well. So I'm right with you on this. But this is a funny TikTok video that I found from Jeremy Little, JEREMY _LITTEL. Jeremy Little is a dad who is explaining his trick to get his kids to take a nap. Take a listen.
Sometimes I like to turn on movies that are in Spanish, and then my kids look at me all confused and wonder why they can't understand it. And I say, well, I don't know why, but you're probably just tired and you need to take a nap. And then when they wake up from their nap, I take the same movie and put it in English, and they think that they're all better.
That is
genius. Yeah. So what? I feel like that's something you would do, Mary. I feel like if you had children...
It's something I I would do. Oh my goodness, that is really funny. I love that.
Oh God. ¿Por qué se ha dormido? Oh my God, Dad, I think I'm hallucinating. Oh, kid, just go to bed. Go to bed.
Yeah, you are hallucinating, but go to sleep and it'll get better.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. That is so funny. All right. Let's see. Oh, my God. Because we're all crazy during quarantine, maybe we should give this guy a pass. This guy is in the kitchen wearing a monkey costume, making monkey sounds, and waving a bunch of bananas around. His roommate comes to the door carrying a pizza. And he reacts as a roommate would react if they just suddenly saw their roommate dancing in a monkey costume. So let's take a listen to that.
Cool.
I can explain.
That's all right. I don't really.
How's work?
Yeah.
How's work?
Yeah, I was dressed up in a monkey costume, waving bananas around a camera all day like a crazy person. You know, how was work? I'm unemployed still. I'm not looking for a job, but how was work for you, roommate? Oh,
That's
Lord.
Great.
I know. Hey, you know what? We love our pets. Pets are smart. A video has been making the rounds of a cat that plays a miniature piano when it wants to be fed.
Is it time for dinner? When is dinner time? It's not now. You have to wait, Pud.
Yeah, so, you know, cats, we may think of them as like lazy, careless creatures, but no, they could be smart enough to bang on a piano to signal that they want to be fed. Now, Mary,
they're only smart enough when they want something.
That's true. Now, Mary, do your dogs, Pokey and Jasmine, do they give you like certain regular signals to let you know that they're hungry, they want something from you, or, you know?
Yeah, so Jasmine is like perfect. She doesn't really do anything. She just kind of knows that I'm gonna feed her. So like she doesn't cry or complain or bark or anything like that. But Pokey pushes her food bowl around and puts her paws in it, pushes it all around the kitchen until she gets food.
And she does get food. She does get what she wants eventually, because you cannot starve her, Mary.
Eventually, yeah. She knows it. She knows it.
Absolutely. Hey, we're reviewing the viral videos of the week right here on the Anything Show. It's Let's Get Viral. Someone filmed their grandma telling her back in the day story of when grandpa popped the question. I really love it when old people just tell like back in the day stories, because they just get so honest and so blunt, and it's just the best. They're basically you, Mary. So take a listen.
You know how I got engaged?
Oh, God.
First of all, I didn't even think I was getting a ring. But then Bubby had a party, and I got a ring, and everybody was there, and Grandpa, all of a sudden, we're sitting across from each other, and he throws it at me, like...
The ring?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how people used to get engaged back in the day, Mary. It's like, hey, you, 10 feet away from me, do you want to get married? Here! You know, and just chuck the ring at
awesome.
you. I know.
Chuck a ring. I would probably be so mad if I had a fiance and you just chucked a ring at me. I'd be like, no, start over.
And, okay, so how many chances would you give him? How many ring throws would he get before you're like, you know what? No, I'm not going to get married to you at all. Would you give him 3, 4?
Well, it would just be that one time, and I would look at a start over.
Oh, well, no, yeah, but you're saying you're saying, okay, all right. So if he throws the ring again, you're saying that, no, I'm not going to get married to you.
I'm saying start over, meaning do it a different way.
Yes, I know what you mean, Mary, but I'm saying in a scenario where the fiance just says, I just want to throw the ring one more time, how would you react? Would you still say start over, or would you just say, all right, forget it?
Probably walk away.
There you go. That's the answer I was looking for. All right. Hey, last video in our Let's Get Viral segment right here on the Anything Show. A woman asked a drive-thru worker if she could sing for her coffee because, you know, Mary, pretty white girl privilege. It's a real thing.
That's the cold brew. I'll take $3.96 for just the cold brew.
Yeah. Can I play with my voice?
With your what?
with his fingers. No, stop. Oh my God, no.
Yeah, so as you can hear, the woman sang for her coffee, and she actually got the coffee for free because the guy was because the guy was just like, it's either that or I tell her you're awful and please pay me money. You know, what was he gonna do? I mean, what would you do, Mary, if you were a barista and a woman wanted to sing for you for free coffee? Would you fall for it?
I mean, I guess it depends on the price. Like if it was like $30, then no. But if it was like a $2 coffee, then yeah.
Well, it's probably $30 because there's no such thing as a $2 coffee, Mary. Come on now. We're talking.
109 at Cumbies. Excuse me.
Oh, fine. Free advertising for Cumberland Farms. Thanks, Mary. They should be paying us for that.
And like 152 for a medium iced coffee at McDonald's.
Yes.
Just saying.
So Mary clearly is a caffeine addict, and she needs to stop
Don't go to Dunkin' because they charge you like $6 for a large.
Oh my God.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my
You can
God.
get a large at Cumbies for 109.
Okay, Mary. Again, you're giving free publicity to Cumbies. We want to make them pay to advertise with us. It's okay.
Well, they pay me by giving me coffee.
Oh, wow, that's such a lame excuse. Okay, anyway, let's get viral.
They pay me by providing coffee for me.
Oh Lord. Anyway, if you have any viral videos you want to share with us, feel free to send them over to Facebook at The Anything Show, or on our Instagram at Anything Show Francois. That's Anything Show FRANCOIS. Hey, if you're just joining us, wow, you're really late into the show, but thank you for joining us anyway on the radio. Live right now, John Francois here at the Burlington, Vermont studios. And Mary, my partner in crime, Main Squeeze Mary, calling in from Skype at the Park and Ride location in Lyndonville, Vermont. Okay, Mary, let's see if we can zoom through this celebrity gossip segment because I want to get to your job. Oh my God, do I have the celebrity gossip music pulled up? I hope I do. I probably don't. Oh man. Hey, Mary, while I have it pulled up, what is the new job that you have? Tell us the new job.
All right, so the new job is only temporary, but it pays hella good. And I get to make my own hours and work whatever days I want. And it's fantastic. And it is working with the census. I am an enumerator. I go to your house and ask you a lot of personal questions that you probably don't want to answer. But that's okay. I just leave you with a little slip of paper.
Yeah.
That's fine. So I don't care. The less questions you want to answer, the happier I am.
So regardless of how many questions I don't want to answer, you still get paid just for coming over my house and asking me questions?
Yeah. Oh. I get paid if I want to work 7 hours and I work 7 hours, I get paid for the 7 hours. It doesn't matter if all the houses I go to, no one is there and I just have to leave a bunch of slips of paper. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'm still working.
Yeah.
I'm still using up gas and mileage in my car.
Yeah.
And I get paid 54 cents to the gallon. I mean, to the mile.
All right. Well, congratulations to Mary. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're working for the U.S. Census. It's kind of awkward that you say that because I did get a something in the mail from the U.S. Census, and I don't pay attention to it because it just looks like way more effort than I want to put into it. But is there a way for census takers to also get paid too? Like, is that possible? No?
That's what I am, is a census taker.
No. I mean, like the census, meaning me, the one who has to, answer the questions. Can I get paid just for answering the questions?
No, not unless you work for the government and you are an enumerator / census taker.
All right, fine. Well, on that
note. But funny thing is, I actually did get paid to do my census. Want to know why?
Why?
Because I didn't do it. And now that I'm a census worker, I actually got my own case. They gave me my own address to go to.
Okay. Wow.
So I went back to my place. It was at the end of the day. It was the last case of the day.
Yeah.
Went back to my place, just filled it out, did my own name, number, age, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I got paid to do it.
You know what? Mary, you are living the dream right now. Hey, you really are. $20 an hour, getting paid 54 cents to the gallon for every place you drive. I mean, it's going to be the best 8 months of your life. So look out, people of Vermont? Are you just going around Vermont to do the census stuff?
No, I'm only doing like Newport area, Newport Derby.
Oh, so Mary is super local. So if you're in the Newport, Vermont area, look out for Main Squeeze Mary, famous for the Anything Show with John Francois. She is going to hunt you down. Hunt you down and ask you so many personal questions. What kind of deodorant you use? What race you are? What's your favorite sex position? Why you're
Definitely not that last one. But
yeah, all right, maybe, I don't know. Why your mom is such a dirty hoe? Like, I don't know, and stuff like
yes.
stuff like that. Anyway, hey, we have about 10 minutes left in the show. Let's get to some celebrity gossip. All right, Mary, our favorite murderer, Carol Baskin, back in the news. Carol Baskin from...
Our favorite murderer.
Hey, I mean, can you think of any other... Well, okay, alleged. We don't know if she actually killed her husband, okay? But, evidence is pointing to the fact that she may have done it. So me and Mary think that maybe Carol Baskin maybe have murdered her husband. Yeah. So Carol Baskin does not like the new WAP video from Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know if you know I don't know if you know Mary, but Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, two big female rappers in the game, they came out with a new song called WAP, W-A-P. I could tell you what it stands for off the air. On the air, I can only say that it stands for something related to a woman's downstairs area when she's excited. That's what I will say. Yeah, I know, right? It's insane. So Carol What?
Is the first letter a 3-letter word?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I actually don't. Okay.
Yeah. What? You don't say the full thing because I think we'll get kicked off if you say the full thing.
On?
W-A-P, that WAP.
W-A-P.
Yes. So the first letter you got. The next letter is another. No. The next letter is another word for butt, and the last letter is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The last letter is slang for a woman's downstairs area. So yeah. Anyway. Carol Baskin does not like the new WAP music video by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion because it has exotic cats in it. Carol Baskin says, quote, "It glamorizes the idea of rich people having tigers as pets. That makes every ignorant follower want to imitate by doing the same," end quote. I think it's funny because nobody's paying attention to the cats in that video. At least that's what I think, Mary. I mean, if you look at the WAP video from Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, I mean, you think that the title itself is dirty. Look at the video. The video is enough to make you want to go to church 1,000,000 times over.
Really?
Yes.
Is it worse than 365?
Oh.
Because 365, that was pretty.
It's steamy. It's steamy, but it's not as steamy as 365. Because 365, you actually saw like bare nudity. Me and Mary are talking about the Polish erotic film 365 Days on Netflix. No. So Cardi B and Meg are covered, but they are getting steamy in this video. Now it's so censored that really there's no point in playing on the radio, but they're doing it anyway. Do you want to hear like a little bit of the overly censored version of this song?
It's probably mostly beeps.
Yes. You're right. Here it is. This is WAP from Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet, make that game weak. Yeah, you dealing with some wet. Bring up in the mouth with this wet. Give me everything you got with this wet. Beat it up, baby, catch a charge. Extra and extra. Put this right in your face. Yeah. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle, I'm kinda wild. Look at my mouth, look at my thighs. It's wet, it's wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play, I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make me dream, make it stream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a running me. Talk your pal, bite your lip, ask for a call while you ride that.
Yeah, so you know, whatever words they're able to say, I mean, they're still suggestive enough. I mean, what was that term that Cardi B said? Park that Big Mac truck in my garage.
That is very graphic.
It's yes, yeah. Well, you know what? I think
feel like that's unnecessary to play on the radio.
That's
just an unnecessary song to have in general.
I mean, what are you going to do? It's I think there seems to be a phenomenon with some of these female rappers where they want to sexualize the heck out of their songs. Now, hey, look, I as a red-blooded straight guy, I'm not going to lie. It's a sexy video, the WAP video with Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Could they have toned it down a little bit? Yeah, probably. But you know what? I guess this is a version of female empowerment. Let's overly tell you how much we want to have your Big Mac truck in our garage.
All right, let me be honest. That's not female empowerment. That's just you being a you-know-what.
All right. Well, hey, that's Mary's opinion.
Female empowerment is fighting for equal rights and being like, hey, he gets paid more than me, but I do the same job as him. That's female empowerment. Female empowerment is like, hey, I don't have to wear makeup to be pretty. That's female empowerment. Female empowerment is not making a pornographic music video and being so disgusting on the radio.
All right.
That is not female empowerment. Come on.
Well, look at Mary sounding like a 60-year-old Christian hockey mom. Preach, Mary, preach.
I'm just saying.
All
That's it's just not what that is. It's just you being a you-know-what.
All right. Hey, you know what? And you have a right to your opinion. So you do it. Look, I find it sexy. I find it nice. But hey, some people.
Just because you are a man.
Well, no,
John,
I mean,
you're a straight man.
But it's not just a man thing. I mean, there are many female fans of Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion who are just like, yeah, like this is like. This is freaking hot.
John,
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I get
off of all the radio stations.
I get so.
You said the one prohibited word.
I'm sorry. When you talk about WAP from Cardi B and Meg, it's hard not to say the F word. I'm sorry. Hey,
I don't even know who Meg Thee Stallion is. I've never heard of her.
She did that song "Hot Girl Summer." You may have heard it.
I don't know that song.
You've heard it at the Whiskey Den in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. It's like, oh my God. Anyway, oh my God, we have like 4 minutes left, Mary. So let's like rush through this stuff. Oh my God. So Simon Cowell, we're giving our best to former American Idol judge / current America's Got Talent judge Simon Cowell. He broke his back after falling off an electric bike. He underwent surgery for 5+ hours. A spokesperson says he will be fine. Yeah, Mary, as I was saying to you off the air, Simon Cowell to me has just been this mean, perfect shaped British man. You know, if you ever saw him on American Idol, he was always standing or sitting up straight with his tight nipple shirts, ready to completely destroy a singer's self-esteem. So to imagine this guy being defeated with a back brace, I'm wondering if it's karma for all the mean insults that he's hurled toward American Idol contestants over the years.
Probably.
Yeah, but you said you like Simon, right?
I love Simon. I love him I loved him better when he was like super mean to people.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, he's still awesome because he's still Simon, but he's just like he's way too nice.
Yeah, because he has kids. I think that's maybe being a dad now softens him up. But you know what, Mary, just for you, I put together a brief compilation of some great Simon Cowell insults from back in the day. Yes. Take a listen to Simon Cowell when he wasn't a dad and he was actually interesting to watch.
It says here you work as a wedding singer.
I was.
How many ended in divorce? If I were you, I'd phone up the War Department, volunteer your services, because you've just invented a new form of torture. I'll give you a tip for future auditions. Don't. I don't mean to be unkind, but you have one of the worst singing voices possibly in Miami. I don't want to be rude, but you could be the worst singer in New York. Don't take this personally, but...
Oh, please.
No, I mean it. You're one of the worst singers I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, don't take it personally, but you are absolute crap.
I don't mean to be rude, but...
But I don't mean to be rude, but I will be rude, yeah. I remember some weeknights, Mary, I would literally just go through YouTube and look at like 15 or 20-minute compilations of Simon just destroying somebody on American Idol. And really...
Yes, I did that too.
Oh, it's just such the best thing ever. I mean, I know for the contestant it's not the greatest, but you have to imagine that these contestants... I kind of don't sympathize with them because they are so dumb and so so naive as to like their talent. They clearly weren't being told by their parents or friends that they were not that good. So sometimes you just need a kick in the stomach from a British judge on national television to let you know.
I just feel bad for the people who actually believed that they were actually good singers because everyone around them told them that they were good, but they are actually just like the worst.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for them because they think that they're good, but they're terrible.
Oh, God. Terrible singers. Well, I guess that's a way to that's a good way to wrap up to today's Anything show. If you're a singer and you're terrible, get off the stage because me and Mary will boo you since Simon Cowell don't do that anymore.
Listen to The Anything Show with John Francois on Apple, Spotify, Google, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow on Facebook at The